really well. Would have been onside. Had a look up, but the challenge was a turf cutting one. Archibald waits for this corner.
Siapa ini, Dit?
Aku.
Mas Rano.
Donny Tree getting the ball exactly where he wants it.
Sumpah bajunya tapi ini banget anjir.
Good opportunity this for
Desainnya kurang, gua nggak suka sih.
Kurang cuy.
all wrong, didn't he? And he knows it.
Bagusan yang kemarin.
Sat up nicely. Help create the corner. But Yuri Amat unable to make the goalkeeper work there.
Udah ganti ini juga kan, ganti apa namanya? Apa sih brand ambassador?
A mini miracle really with Canada, initially with the women's team, got them a couple of medals at Olympics, then got them to the World Cup finals,
kipernya.
And then was asked to do a similar job with the men's team, and he obliged. After a long wait, Canada did return.
Lah, anjing, gak jelas banget cok. Kipernya. Siapa sih Sananta ya? Sananta mah nggak bisa ngontrol bola.
Apa?
Itu tadi Sananta yang lepas. Sananta mah nggak bisa ngontrol anjir. Dia tuh tipenya yang dapat bola langsung ditendang. Udah lama nggak lihat Bagot anjir. Pan Sananta mah nggak bisa ngontrol.
Incident, yeah, he got caught in the face, didn't he, there? Sananta, and at the other end, well, Williams just pounced on a little bit of hesitation in the back line. Angle wasn't good for him, but he didn't have time to release the ball.
Kecil banget suaranya.
Corner to St. Kitts and Nevis. Sawyers waits among the players in the penalty area. Nicely worked, but they can't pick someone out.
Kok panik?
Well, he'll be pleased with the start so far. Serrano, no, this is a daunting environment to play your football in. Not a full house today, but still a really decent.
Kalau komentatornya luar, ini banget ya, ngantuk.
Into the area it goes, and Indonesia with a bit of defending to do here, but that's a poor touch.
Skrido.
Panayoto runs the ball out of play, and Herdman has already seen one or two things that maybe he's not pleased about, one or two things to tinker. As he said, it's not going to happen instantly, and these
Gak bisa ngontrol anjir.
Asia series matches are really important for them to
Coca-Cola World Ranking 122, 154, jauh banget. 30-an.
He would love to get them into double digits in the near future.
Yang katanya Iran mundur dari Pildun tuh yang gantiin siapa?
To Bagot it goes. This is Martin Paz, plays his football in Eredivisie.
Nah. Gas. Wih, dapat. Ya oh, siapa sih? Dix ya? Ya ampun.
Half of the crowd thought it
Dix.
It had only rippled the outside though. Big roar on the far side. Beckenputra with a nicely weighted pass. And Kevin Dix just seeing a little bit more space at the near post than perhaps was normal. Been deadly from the spot in recent times, Kevin Dix. Would love a goal from open play.
Nggak bisa ngontrol kan, dia bilang.
So Nanta goes down. And the coach on the near side, the St Kitts and Nevis coach, does the universal sign for he thinks it was a dive. Rido with the throw in, wanting a bit more movement. Amat.
Aduh, ya ampun.
Loses the ball. And back by Kyle Kelly. This is Sawyers.
Anjir, dapet woi, nggak masuk, payah nggak masuk. Anjing, kipernya digocek doang. Beckham ya?
Iya, Beckham.
Pinter loh si Ole yang ngasih umpan. Bagus banget anjir umpannya, Cok.
A first goal under the new coach, John Herdman.
Si Ole umpannya bagus sih.
Lead here by a goal to nil. Well, it was a lovely touch by Romani and Putra.
Cakep sih umpannya.
Top of your picture, I think just stayed onside, and then a lovely little shimmy. Totally wrong-footed.
Kipernya juga. Kipernya anjing. Masa gitu?
And he was able to walk the ball into the back of the net.
Kegocek anjing.
A huge moment for him and for him as well.
Ini berapa match dit? Abis ini lawan apa lagi?
Well, he will remember that goal for
3 kayak kalau nggak salah ya.
Indonesia get off to a really good start here.
Belum apa, Cok.
Kitts and Nevis had asked one or two questions.
Jauh sih.
But it was
rankingnya lumayan.
Lovely finish, but you have to compliment the pass as well from Ola Romani. Just had the awareness of the movement from Beckham Putra. Well, a proud moment for him and a proud moment for his parents as well. It was his dad who named him after David Beckham after seeing Beckham's extraordinary goal all those years ago in the 90s from the halfway line for Manchester United. Only as he got his name, he's also got his number as well, number 7 for.
Ini mainnya back 4 kok dit. Si siapa Rido di sebelah kanan.
Main 3 back.
Siapa? Si Itzes, Bagot sama Jody. Itu sih ini di belakang. Yang ke ini malah si Kevin Dix.
Iya, si Kevin Dix. Hanya 3 back.
Roman itu iya anjir, jangan ditaruh depan, Cok. Dia tuh ini aja, bawa bola aja. Masih bagus kontrolnya daripada si Sananta. Sananta tuh ini aja, nerima bola aja dia.
Plays it forward.
Kalau udah masuk 3-0 aku mau makan sini. Kayaknya gak ada perlawanan anjing.
Good possession play this by Indonesia. Romani once more keeping the ball for the home team. This is for Donk.
Nah, anjing. Ya udah, backnya udah ini, udah ngerti dia. Langsung lari.
Gets it away.
Mang Ole. Kosong, pelanggaran woi.
Kevin Dix just lays it off, and Amat for a moment thought he might be able to get the shot away on the edge of the penalty area, but the ball just ran away from him, and St Kitts and Nevis clear. But another wave of red is heading towards them. Baggett just happy to be playing football again.
Oleh.
Romani it was who created some
Bagus sih tapi oleh. Nyoba.
Referee waves it away, and St Kitts and Nevis trying to counter-attack, but they've got behind the ball really quickly there, Indonesia. Home supporters liking what they're seeing so far from their team. Well, the St Kitts and Nevis coach just having a word with one or two Indonesian players. Here we see the possible opportunity and a possible handball. Was it? No, I don't think that can be given.
Enggak handball.
I think it's ending in smiles. Marcelo Serrano just having a word there with Jay Izdes, the captain of Indonesia.
Pemain yang paling mahal sekarang Izdes ya.
So that the players can take on a
Di
little bit
Indo.
of water. But that's the pass of the match.
Cantik banget anjir umpannya si Romani.
The next few days as this tournament climaxes on Monday. But credit also Beckham Putra away from the defender. Little shimmy took out the goalkeeper. And then real joy and excitement at that goal. No, it's not just the heat, it's obviously the humidity. A lot of these players will be used to it. Certainly didn't hamper Bulgaria earlier today, who are not used to the temperatures and the humidity, particularly in the afternoon, but they turned in a terrific performance against the Solomon Islands. And it might sound a strange thing to say, but they could have actually had more than the 10 that they managed. Solomon Islands goalkeeper made a number of really good saves. Don't think we're getting 12 goals here tonight. Halfway through the first half, and Indonesia lead.
Anjir.
Terrific finish by Beckham.
Ayo ampun Sananto.
Flag's gone up.
Bola-bola dia itu kayak gitu.
Just went a little bit too early here, it seems.
Oh iya.
All over the top, yeah. He's too eager. Took it nicely on his chest, but that is a warning to St Kitts and Nevis. Brilliant header by Izdes. Dix
Yeah.
makes the run. Ball won't quite fall for him. So Kitson Nevis still very much in this game. Pars has got to be careful. Released it just at the right time. Flick on by Dix. This is Kyle Kelly, part of Liverpool's under-21 team, signed on at Anfield as a young kid back in 2018. He actually was a ball boy for some of the matches involving Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, then signed his first professional contract in 2022. Dix looking to go long.
Nah, itu kosong nah, Beckham. Ih,
Sananta holds it up well.
kosong itu loh Beckham, cakep banget.
And Putra
Shoot.
could be in here again.
Nah,
Putra!
anjir, gampang banget kayaknya ya. Gak ditutup loh Beckham loh. Udah kosong dari awal tadi waktu bolanya di Sananta.
Terrific finish. And if this is to be the start of a new era, it could be an exciting one for
Dibiarin
Indonesia.
anjing, lihat.
Again, Romani involved. Perfect weight.
Bag yang paling belakang
On this
diam doang,
occasion, he
yang
didn't
nomor
go
2
around the
gak
goalkeeper,
langsung
he just
nutup itu.
lifted it over Archibald. Really cool. I'm sure the fact that he'd scored his first goal earlier made him a little bit more relaxed in that situation. He's working his magic already. He's only been here a few weeks. Didn't start the last game under Patrick Kluivert, so it is interesting the lineup that Herdman issued today. There'll be players who are thinking they've got an opportunity where maybe they felt they were excluded under the previous coach. It's always the case.
Panik anjir.
Oke, main
It'll be
main
interesting to see how Herdman
posisinya.
Uh-huh.
Apa?
negotiates the 2 games, knowing that Bulgaria await them in the final on Monday. You would imagine he would want to put out what he would consider his full-strength team on Monday, but maybe the case that he
Si
doesn't.
Ole ini kayak Marcelino ya posisinya ya, jadi gelandang.
To know the players and what they can do.
Dia yang ngalirin bola dari tadi. Anjir.
Could be another
Ya
opportunity
ampun,
for
Sananto. Apa gak dicip aja?
It was who yet again has
Offside lagi.
gone a little bit early. He wants to get in on the action. Beckham Putra is getting all the glory at the moment.
Tapi si Marcelino sama
Getting all the
siapa?
pain.
Ole itu emang setipe kayaknya dah mainnya.
Anjir.
Mandi cuk.
Well, we've seen 2 wonderful goals, 2 wonderful passes as well. A couple of assists for Romani. He was another who didn't start the final few games and actually came off the bench and had a lot of influence from the bench. And I'm sure, well, it goes without saying, doesn't it, that John Herdman will have watched a lot of the tapes, a lot of the games, going back some way to see what he likes and what he doesn't like. And it's one of the issues with being an international manager. You don't have a large sample to work with. Club managers will have 30, 40 games every season. John Herdman knows that he's got to hit the ground running with Indonesia. And boy, they hit the ground running tonight. Amat. Romani available down this near side. Is he going to provide another assist? Here is the Oxford man running to the byline and stopped on that occasion by Ethan Bristow. Another who plays his football in England. It's Tranmere Rovers at the moment, although they are in a tailspin. They are fighting to avoid going back to non-league football.
Aduh.
Well, he's really proved the point so far, hasn't he? Ole Romani. Got some height in this team as well. Is coming forward. Dix is always a threat. Rideau waits. Donny Tree to take this one.
Ih,
Towards the back post, it's recycled.
oleh.
Got it away. Romani with the
Duh, nggak
shot.
ada tenaganya.
Connection he wanted. Back into the area it goes. Really good challenge. Ricochets to halfway, and thankfully Verdonk was the last man defending for the home team. Took up that position from the corner. It's early days, obviously, but you can see what the new coach has been working on. Really dominated possession, good passing movement, just waiting for the opportunities to arise. Really have worked St Kitts and Nevis. Dix is the target.
Anjir, gampang banget ya nerobosnya.
Romani.
Hei, siapa sih?
Amat
Tuh,
wanted an
ini
extra
dikasih.
touch. Well, they've hit it first time. Dix is there, or it didn't actually come to him. Possible counter-attack here. Beckham Putra's first 2 goals in international football are the difference between these two sides. Zananta holding the ball up, and Romani going to weave a bit of magic again. Dix. The donk for company. Instead it goes to Rideau.
Ya ampun.
Put forward by Kelly. Well, they're just dominating the ball at the moment.
Aduh, jauh banget anjing.
65% possession.
Baget ya yang ngasih ya. Ini pikir Premier League anjir.
Kelly. He's got it away in time to Bristow. Kelly again. Good ball out to that far side, and green shirts getting forward now. Strong run risk. Into the penalty area it goes, and behind for a corner. Donny Tree it was who was stretching there. Pars hasn't had a save to make so far. St Kitts and Nevis yet to really have a shot towards goal, but an opportunity here to cause some problems, and well, Pars jumped right underneath it.
Mantap anjir, komentatornya bukan Indo.
Turned to the Eredivisie in January. Went to hook up with Ajax after having a spell in the MLS with FC Dallas. Quiet night for him so far. Indonesia very much have St Kitts and Nevis where they want them. Bagot. Amat releases the pass, pull back to Putra, and the shot will come in. Putra will get another opportunity, but back it goes. Amat. Dix. Williams brought down, that'll be a free kick. Rido fleeing the scene of the crime as quickly as he can. Dix, movement ahead of him, really good ball as well, and Rido not judging the flight or the bounce particularly well there, retreats back to the halfway line. Another good sign, we've seen a few times, haven't we, players bursting not only from midfield but on that occasion from the fullback position. into central possible goal scoring situations. It'll take
Untuk anjir.
time to get the style that he wants. And this is an ideal start, really, ahead of more difficult challenges ahead for Indonesia.
Komentatornya orang luar jadi
One or
kayak
two
ini
players
anjir.
not available to him
Gak
currently.
ada semangat-semangatnya kayak komentator Indo.
Dean James is not available for this game.
Soft spoken banget bang komentatornya bang.
Jonathan is another player who is
Mantap, Bang.
injured. Johannes Mitchum here caught really late by Putra. Another one of those experienced players. He's a 50-plus cap man.
Oh bener.
Well, there are the Indonesian substitutes, some of whom will be hoping to come on in the second half. Be interesting to see how the coach plays it in the opening game. Bulgaria made a lot of changes at half-time, but they were 5-1 up at the time, so it made
Anjing
a lot of sense
komentatornya gak ada
with another game to
semangat-semangatnya
come.
cok. Mantap
But there's still a bit of work in this game for Indonesia to be assured of a place in the final on Monday. Zez uses his strength to usher that ball behind.
Lima menit lagi ayo. Buruan 3-0. Kalau udah kosong sampai turun minum udah.
Amat getting his head up. Is there a long pass? No, not currently. So he goes short to Rido.
Anjir.
Could be away here.
Ai, kok gitu.
Or maybe for the first time in this game, not finding the right pass. Considering he's had so little football recently with Oxford in England, he's looking very sharp.
Roman itu kok sama si Sananta nggak klop anjir.
From
Nggak ada
Eredivisie
chemistry.
last season in the January
Beda kalau
window,
sama Marcelino aja.
Oxford
Main
avoid
aja.
relegation. They are involved in another fight to stay in the second tier of English football. Currently in the relegation places, but I'm sure his manager will have a look at this and be really impressed with what he's seen. Sterling James has given away this free kick. So Kitts and Nevis cannot afford to concede an
Kelar jam berapa ini?
time.
12-an ya?
Got to remain strong
Jam
here.
12.
Kevin Dix to take it. Oh, the header was a free one for Baggott.
Babak kedua kelar mandi lah, mandi makan.
Tame effort in the end, considering he had a little bit of space there. Didn't attack the ball.
Capek cok. Duh.
Bristow into the channel, asking his centre forward Panayoto to chase. But they've been pretty
Nah,
so far.
ambil Sananta. Anjing emang nggak bisa kontrol Sananta mah.
Sananta goes down,
Itu nggak bisa bawa bola anjir, bukan tipe yang
clutching his chest.
dribble.
A yellow card.
Pelanggaran juga ya.
Mervyn Lewis goes into the book, and this is the reason why
Anjing disikut.
he had had to stop him
Sikut gak sih?
in his thinking, believing that Nanta was clear. They might have made it 3-0. I think John Herdman wanted more than yellow.
Mas Mervin ini
Was that a clear
curang ini
red
Mas
card?
Mervin.
VAR might have a look at it, but the referee has made the on-field call of yellow. So Archibald waits. This is a free kick that Beckham won't be taking. Tree might though. They are checking for a possible red card. Well, this would be a huge blow were this to happen. Right on the stroke of half-time, and it's looking a little bit ominous for St Kitts and Nevis, because the referee is going to go and have a look and see if Mervyn Lewis did indeed deny a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Sikut kan? Kena sikut.
Was he away?
Sikut
The
cuy.
ball goes out to the right-hand side here, doesn't it? And I think the touch came from Nanta. So did he have the ball under control? No, he didn't, did he? It was a heavy touch there. It wasn't the defender who knocked it away. All these things he's got to weigh up. Clumsy challenge, undoubtedly, from Lewis. VAR believe there is a reason they want him to have a look at it. And the yellow is going to stand. So I think that the question there was that the Indonesian player, Nanta's touch was that far away from goal that he'd taken away a goal-scoring opportunity. Had he pushed it in
Oleh dikosongin itu.
between the posts, then it would be a different story. Here's the free kick. And that was a disappointing end for that particular passage of play for Indonesia, who thought they might have gone into half-time a man up, possibly 3 up, but they'll be well happy with the way the first half has gone. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time. We're halfway through it now. And it has
Loh,
been
tadi 7 menit.
Indonesia. They've got the ball down, they've passed it well, they've been hungry in the tackle, solid in defence.
Itu Beckham kosong mulu sumpah. Ya ampun.
Well. Romney chases over on that far side, unable to get to it.
Lah, ngapain anjir?
Sawyers with a back pass. Kelly, having given the ball away, then was desperate to win it back. Putra. He certainly has had a half to remember. Interesting to see what happens at half-time, whether there are changes for both sides.
Apalah. Mantap.
John Herdman will be really pleased with the cohesion of his team. The Donk, one final attack maybe for the home team. Amat. Rudido.
Yeah.
And that is half-time. Applause from the home supporters, and rightly so. Been a terrific first 45 under the new coach, John Herdman. Beckham
Mandi dulu lah, makan mandi.
scoring both the goals. Seen his big smiling face when that first one hit the back of the net, his first in international football.
Halo, halo. Aduh, aku habis mandi cuy, biar segar. Ambil makan lah. Gini kan seger. Apa? Sambil makan dit. Sambil makan.
Tadi makan pami ciki gede banget anjing, lagi promo itu.
Oh iya. Oh jarang beli itu.
Yang ciki yang spicy.
Jarang beli fami ciki.
They won that game against the Solomon Islands by 10 goals to 2. But it will be refocus, go again. The message from John Herdman at the break. And this has a feel of a pre-match huddle. They've won the first half, they'll want to go and win the second half as well. And he will want one more goal to put the seal on what has been a fabulous night for him so far. But if they are to concede the next goal, then we have a completely different prospect on our hands. St Kitts and Nevis have got to up their game and see if they can put some pressure under Indonesia. Been comfortable for them so far.
Udah amat lah. Penting makan.
Romney chasing over on that far side, wins the throw in. Roberts comes across. Romney, one of those players who doesn't have a lot of minutes in his legs recently. I'm sure this will all be factored in. And then just 2 days rest between the next game, which at the moment is looking like a final, to head with Bulgaria on Monday. Substitutions are sure to come. Romney again with a little dab touch. And Beckham is in the centre.
Anak sekecil itu dikasih bola begitu.
Over his head, thumbs up from him. Beckham on the back of that red shirt with the number 7 really does roll back the years, doesn't it? Mervyn Lewis to take this throw in. And a few nervy minutes when the referee went to the monitor to see whether his yellow card might be upgraded to a red one. Here come St Kitts and Nevis, but the pass is a poor one.
Wah, kejauhan mas.
Archibald clears upfield. Spoken about how important this competition is for them to play a team from Asia, to play a team potentially from Europe, although they would now, it turns out, have to win this game to meet Bulgaria. But it is a real education for them. So now, oh, that's an awkward fall for Romney.
Kuning itu.
Sterling James getting talking to the referee, just coming across as much to usher away, I think, the two Indonesia players who were looking to get involved there, but that was a jarring one for Romney. Well, they weren't able to stop him legitimately in the first half. Just a talking to for Amari Sterling James. Plays his football in England. He's another one who earns a living there, although he is a non-league player at the moment with Hennesford Town. Played a lot of non-league football, though he has had a bit of time in the EFL with Cheltenham and Mansfield.
Kenapa?
Birmingham born, but representing St Kitts and Nevis for quite some time now. Well, Romney might need a few more seconds to get up to speed again. Will not want to come off. Will be wanting to nail down a starting place for Monday. Certainly done enough so far, you would feel. Here he is again, trying to conjure up some more magic and
Jahat banget
get
umpannya
a
ini.
goal himself. 3 goals in his 6 internationals prior to this one. Bagot. Frustration for Donny-Tree. Made his debut in 2024, just a handful of caps for him. He's another one who will be keen to make an impression under the new regime. Mentioned John Herdman, but an intriguing assistant coach he has alongside him in Simon Grayson, who had a really good career in the Premier League with the likes of Leicester City and Aston Villa, and then was a manager himself with Leeds United and Sunderland, and most recently Hartlepool. There's a strong English connection with Indonesia, not just now, but going a little bit further back. First Englishman to manage Indonesia was Peter With, a few years back. European Cup winner with Aston Villa, who was in charge here a couple of decades ago.
Anjing oleh ke atas ke bawah semua. Ada dia nih di mana-mana.
Well, the current Englishman in charge, John Herdman, really pleased with what he's seen, but he wanted his team to put this game to bed. Lost their last couple of matches under Patrick Kluivert in the World Cup. A draw against Lebanon prior to that. Donny-Tree.
Cantik banget anjing.
Oh, so close. So
Beckham.
very
Enak banget.
Donny-Tree did well here. Got his head up, and Putra shifted it onto the right foot.
Anjir.
Oh, that's going in.
Bisa gitu ya?
Brilliant save by Archibald. Otherwise, that ball was heading back to his house. Signed by all his teammates. It might still. Donny-Tree with the delivery. Red shirt swarming into that six-yard box, and
Hands gak sih?
header is there by Romney, and Romney again! As he deserved that.
Gampang banget anjing.
Ole Romney, 2 assists, and now a goal. He can certainly smile now. You feel that might be the goal that relaxes completely Indonesia and their supporters and confirms them in the final on Monday. Did really well there. Didn't panic, did he? So little space, but he just waited and waited for the opportunity and then swiveled, and Archibald, through a sea of legs, caught the ball visually really late, and Romani found the back of the net and the camera as well.
Gol untuk Indonesia dicetak oleh pemain dengan nomor punggung 10, oleh Romani.
Indonesia hungry for more goals. Putra, little back heel. Putra available again should Verdonk want him. Bagot.
Bingung mau ngomong siapa ya. Ya ampun. Sananta ya. Jelek. Jelek banget cengar-cengir nih.
And then he put a good cross into the area. Sananta, well, he maybe should have done a little bit better there. Could have been a fourth goal. Again, we see players from
Ganti itu nggak sih? Ali apa?
forward extensively for
Leander, Eliano.
Indonesia. John Herdman probably only have one more day on the training field. They will be rested tomorrow. Maybe some rub downs and just recover from today. Do some video work, I'm sure, and then maybe a decent training session on Sunday ahead of what is now looking like a final against Bulgaria. What a good game that should be on the back of Bulgaria's extraordinary win today. Some kids looking for a goal here. Played across the area.
Yang bener aja, Cok.
Will it break? It won't break for Williams. Well, he chased it down. Mars is angry. Well, Pars is scrambling to get the ball here. Not happy that it went out for a corner. Could have been a lot worse though. Coach doubling as a water boy. St Kitts and Nevis with this corner. Oh, an opportunity possibly to reload the box. Too many green shirts in there, considering there was a corner a couple of moments ago. Just 3, in fact. Sterling James wins another corner. Good header away by Bagot. Indonesia are going to make some changes in a few moments' time. Just want to weather this potential storm. It's been a good spell for St Kitts and Nevis. As good as it's been, really. They concede possession there and concede a goal kick. Well, here come the changes. The first of the evening. Change of captain. Jerry Itzes working on the arm of Rizky Rido.
Ya lagi ini.
Dix is coming off along with
Lagi nyoba-nyoba pemain.
Amat. Over Yena is coming on, and Joey Pelopessi also Jakob
Gol
Sayuri.
Sayuri Jenner, Paulo Pesci. Ayo nyoba-nyoba pemain anjir.
A fair chance that Dix will be starting on Monday against Bulgaria. Not even played an hour here this afternoon before the new arrivals come onto the pitch, allowing a bit of rest time for two of the key players of Indonesia, and changes also for St Kitts and Nevis. Jay and Bert among those coming on. And Sandy Walsh, another substitute for
Sampai menit 70 aja lah.
So a flurry round about the hour mark, which is often the case.
Gak sampai selesai dit, aku dit capek anjir. Di sini masih istirahat. Anjir, nah itu nomor 7 lagi, jangan kelamaan. Ih, lama banget anjir. Sananto nah nggak jelas.
Been involved in so many possible moments tonight, but hasn't turned them into goals from his point of view.
Udah anjir, Sananta udah ganti aja.
Good running again though by the number 9. Put it into a dangerous area. Not yet, not yet.
Sayuri.
Sayuri. Romani. Sayuri goes into the penalty area along with Sananta. Terrific ball in. Just
Masuk lagi ya. Sananto kan.
Sananta.
Offside.
Saw it in the first half, didn't we? Where he went just a little bit early. He's gone very early here.
Oh, orang itu nggak offside juga nggak masuk itu anjing. Itu nggak bisa ngontrol bola, nggak bisa. Nggak bisa dribble, nggak bisa ini, cuman ini doang. Wah Haji masuk, Wah Haji. Bener, Wah Haji. Siapa lagi satu tadi? Eliano kah? Wah Haji gantiin ini sih, paling gantiin Sananta. Ragnar.
Sandy Walsh plays it forward.
Ole tarik nih, Ole, Ragnar. Satunya siapa? Bener nggak apa masuk? Rizky Ridho kah?
John Herdman knows that he's got a really big job here. He's spoken about the
Beckham ding paling gak ding, Beckham tarik. Oleh masih tetap.
280 million people are an absolute privilege, and he knows that if we were to get it right here,
Bang Oleh.
quite some hero.
Aduh. Bagus loh umpannya loh.
To stop that going from behind.
Bisa juga jadi ini playmaker ini.
Herdman is going to shake things up again in a minute with a few more changes to his team.
Nah kan anjir. Apa sih? Apa sih? Sananta apa sih Sananta? Keluarin udah dari tadi nah. Dia tuh antara mau masukin apa ngumpan, nggak jelas banget tuh. Mana ada yang di depan situ? Nggak jelas anjir Sananta.
John Herdman will be able to work on. He will see the positives. Knows that he's got a number 9 who is prepared.
Kalau ditaruh depan buat nyetak gol malah. Apa tadi niatnya ngoper Beckham lagi? Udah sih tarik. Ragnar gantiin Sananta. Bagot. Oh iya Bagot. Hopner. Beckham. Oh Beckham sama Ragnar. Oh anjing, berarti Sananta nggak diganti dong anjing. Masih ada Romani. Orang ada Romani hidup mainnya.
Enggak itu kan.
Oh ini kah apa namanya? Yang udah ini ditarik, yang udah yang performnya bagus. Iya sih kalau mau nyoba gitu sih, nyoba pemain.
Eliano Reinders is the man who replaces him, and here was his goal. Did well to squeeze it past so many bodies. Keeps up his impressive ratio.
Sananta anjing nggak jelas.
Goals to games at international level. Just teased over the top.
Aduh, wajib.
A shirt pull there from Joey Pelopessi, playing his football now in Belgium with Lemel, another who had a stint in English football with Sheffield Wednesday. Very sad to see what's happened to them in recent times. Another relegation for them on the horizon. Well, in fact, they went down in record time already to the third tier of English football. Financially, all sorts of problems off the pitch. Hoping for new owners. Sure, he has friends still at the club. See some more changes in a moment. St Kitts and Nevis freshen things up. Theo Wharton is ready to come on.
Apa menit 70 lah anjing, capek. Mau tidur.
Gets it out. Indonesia looking to just find their rhythm again after a flurry of changes.
Mereka juga rotasi pemain ini.
Well, frustrating evening for Harry Panayotu. Didn't get really too many touches of the ball. Replaced by Barney Amori. And Ethan Bristow is the other to come off for St Kitts and Nevis. Theo Walton, 31 years of age and 10 years nearly with the national team now. Has scored a couple of goals both against the same opponents a long time ago when they scored 10. Well, certainly to these eyes, it's going to be a good game on Monday. Indonesia against Bulgaria, unless something dramatic happens in the
Bulgaria.
remaining 20 or so minutes.
Next match kah?
And we'll also be intrigued to see how St Kitts and Nevis get on against the Solomon Islands, who are exciting to watch going forward, but defensively, fair to say, a little bit open. St Kitts have had a degree of defensive stability compared to the
Orang tam.
but they haven't really offered much of a threat.
Siapa namanya lupa. Oh, ini gantiin si ini sih.
Donny Tree, one of the players who
Sananta.
since the start of the game to take another corner. Left foot will try and swing it into the danger zone. Plenty of height on it.
Ish.
Ball in, the keeper didn't come. And Hubner wasn't too far away.
Udahlah Dit, capek Dit.
Archibald just stayed on his line. Maybe had worked out the trajectory of the cross.
Besok masuk anjir jam 6. Ini lagi hari Sabtu kan.
Hubner did get contact on the ball.
Malam Sabtu. Ya rame cuy aku. Pulangnya agak malam terus ini. Udah dulu ya.